What if I told you that one of the deadliest snakes in North America actually gives you a chance to escape before it attacks? It sounds almost impossible. Most predators rely on silence, speed, and surprise. They hide in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But the rattlesnake follows a completely different rule. Before launching its deadly attack, it often makes a loud, unmistakable sound, a warning that has terrified hikers, hunters, and explorers for centuries. That famous rattle is not a sign of fear, it is a sign of confidence. The snake isn't asking you to leave because it is weak. It is giving you one final opportunity to walk away before it is forced to defend itself. Ignore that warning, and in less than half a second, one of nature's fastest strikes can be unleashed with incredible accuracy. For generations, the rattlesnake has been surrounded by myths and legends. Some people believe it aggressively hunts humans. Others think every bite is fatal. But the truth is far more fascinating than fiction. Behind its frightening reputation lies an animal that is intelligent, highly specialized, and perfectly adapted to survive in some of the harshest environments on Earth. Today, we're uncovering the real story of the rattlesnake, how it hunts, how it survives, why its warning system is unlike anything else in the animal kingdom, and why this remarkable reptile deserves both caution and respect. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more amazing wildlife documentaries. Long before humans ever walked across North America, rattlesnakes were already thriving. Scientists believe the ancestors of modern rattlesnakes evolved millions of years ago, gradually adapting to changing climates, shifting landscapes, and new predators. Over countless generations, they developed extraordinary survival tools that transformed them into some of the most efficient hunters on the planet. Today, more than 30 species of rattlesnakes can be found across North and Central America. Their habitats range from the scorching deserts of Arizona and Nevada to the dense forests of the eastern United States, the Rocky Mountains of Mexico, and even grassy plains where they disappear almost completely into the landscape. Each species has evolved to match its environment perfectly. Some are pale brown, blending seamlessly with dry desert sand. Others are dark gray or olive green, making them nearly invisible among rocks, fallen leaves, or forest soil. This natural camouflage is one of the rattlesnake's greatest advantages. Unlike animals that chase their prey over long distances, rattlesnakes prefer patience over speed. A hungry rattlesnake can remain perfectly still for hours. Its muscles barely move. Its breathing becomes almost impossible to notice. To a passing rabbit, squirrel, mouse, or bird, it doesn't look like a predator at all. It simply looks like another harmless rock resting on the ground. But beneath that motionless body lies incredible power. The moment an unsuspecting animal enters striking distance, everything changes. Within a fraction of a second, the rattlesnake explodes into action with astonishing speed. The attack is so fast that the human eye often struggles to follow the movement. In many cases, the prey doesn't even realize it has been bitten until the snake has already pulled back into its original position. This hunting strategy is called an ambush attack, and it allows the rattlesnake to conserve energy while maximizing its chances of success. Instead of wasting energy chasing prey across long distances, it lets its victims come to it. For an animal living in harsh deserts where food can be difficult to find, every bit of energy matters. But remaining hidden requires more than just camouflage. It requires an extraordinary way of sensing the world. Unlike humans, rattlesnakes don't depend primarily on their eyesight. Instead, they constantly flick their forked tongues in and out of the air. To many people, this behavior looks threatening, but it serves an entirely different purpose. Every flick collects microscopic scent particles floating in the air. When the tongue returns to the mouth, those particles are delivered to a remarkable sensory organ known as Jacobson's organ. This organ allows the rattlesnake to detect chemical trails left behind by other animals. Imagine being able to smell not only that someone walked through a room, but exactly which direction they went. That is essentially what the rattlesnake can do. It can follow an invisible scent trail with this astonishing precision, even long after its prey has passed. Yet, as incredible as this ability is, it isn't the snake's most impressive hunting tool. Hidden between each eye and nostril is a tiny opening known as a heat-sensing pit. At first glance, these small pits don't seem important. In total darkness, when your own eyes would be completely useless, the rattlesnake can still detect the body heat of nearby animals with incredible accuracy. Scientists often compare this ability to natural infrared vision. To the rattlesnake, darkness isn't really dark at all. Instead, warm bodies appear like glowing targets against a cooler background. It is this remarkable ability that allows rattlesnakes to become deadly hunters during the night, when many of their prey are most active. And once the snake locks onto its target, there is almost no movement wasted. Every muscle in its body prepares for one perfectly timed strike. Despite their deadly reputation, rattlesnakes are not the ruthless killers that many people imagine them to be. In reality, they avoid conflict whenever possible. A rattlesnake doesn't see humans as prey, and it has no reason to waste its precious venom on an animal it cannot eat. Its first instinct is almost always to remain hidden, relying on its camouflage to avoid being noticed. If that fails, it raises its tail and produces its famous warning rattle, giving any potential threat one final chance to back away. Only when it feels trapped, cornered, or accidentally stepped on does it usually strike in self-defense. For millions of years, this remarkable reptile has survived not because it is the biggest or the strongest predator, but because it is one of the most perfectly adapted. Every feature of its body has a purpose. Its camouflage allows it to disappear into the landscape. Its forked tongue follows invisible scent trails. Its heat-sensing pits detect warm-blooded animals even in complete darkness. Its lightning-fast strike and powerful venom make every attack incredibly precise and energy-efficient. And its famous rattle, unlike the weapons of most predators, is designed to prevent conflict rather than start one. Nature has spent millions of years shaping the rattlesnake into a master of survival, proving that intelligence and adaptation can be just as powerful as strength. The next time you hear the unmistakable sound of a rattlesnake's rattle, remember that it isn't a challenge, it isn't a threat, it's a warning, a final opportunity to step back, respect one of nature's most extraordinary predators, and allow both you and the snake to walk away unharmed. The rattlesnake is more than just a venomous snake. It is a masterpiece of evolution, a symbol of survival, and one of the most fascinating hunters the natural world has ever created. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more incredible wildlife documentaries. We'll see you in the next adventure.